interesting stuff that happened over the last, I don't know, couple weeks, maybe couple days more specifically. Hood, you were there live in effect, man, and one of the most interesting shows in the comic community that I think we've seen in a long time, my friend. I don't know how you did it.
Well, so when I think it was on Wednesday, and man, I was thorough. Typically, like, hit me up and send me a StreamYard or whatever, and I was dozing off, and then I checked my phone, and he sent me a StreamYard. I said, okay, and I looked at the thumbnail, and I go, I didn't even know what was going on, and so I jump in, and Thorough told me that Nick GQ and what's the kid's name?
Epic Nation.
Epic that they kind of got into it, and I think Epic had jumped into Nick GQ's stream and was talking shit or something like that, and then Epic had said, I'll give you all a free variant or something to that effect if you report Nick GQ to whatnot. And so I think Nick GQ had a whole bunch of people that reported him. And so allegedly, what Epic had said was that Nick GQ, I mean, Epic said Nick GQ was going to kill him. And then come to find out, Epic was accusing Nick GQ of not having cancer. And that he said, well, I think it's 50-50, and that you just don't seem sick enough. And it was wild. And then ultimately,
what happened? I don't even know what happened.
Comic Man Andy with the $5 super chat.
And they were friends, and they just got into just a whole bunch of shit, all stemming from Whatnot in their show, and that's just what was explained to me. And
so
later on in the show, Epic challenged Nick GQ to a boxing match for $500,000.
We're gonna get to that
for charity.
We're gonna get to that because that was
that's
absolutely
why BK
crazy.
wanted me to chip in to get Marco to be on the undercard.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
And
all right. So first of all,
it just kind of happened organically because I didn't think either one of them was going to be on the stream, Brian. And then Thorough sent him the link. He had been trying to get Nick GQ on, and he was having problems with his computer. So Nick GQ popped on, and then what's his name then popped on also, and I was like, Pop Sequentialism was also in
hi
there.
Nathan,
and
thank you for subscribing.
And I hit him up and on IG, and I went, oh shit, because when they got them both, when both of them got on, I said, man, this is going to be kind of crazy.
Well, I was watching for a little bit, and they were just talking over each other, like when they first both joined on, and I was like, how's anyone able to watch this? I was like, this is,
but I thought Thorough navigated it in such a way, like he controlled the mute, and he muted Nick GQ so that the kid could talk, and then he muted the kid so that Nick GQ could talk. And I thought, it was funny as shit, in a bad way, in an immature way. It was funny, right? And I just couldn't hold it in anymore when and I broke down, and then Thorough broke down, and then Pop Sequentialism broke down, and then at the end of the story, I said, man, you guys should just squash this shit, dude. I don't know why y'all are even fighting, man. Just seems at the end of the day, it just seems so petty, and you should spend that energy trying to, get more books, flip more books, but it just it went viral.
Yeah.
At one time, I think Thorough had like over 200 people in the stream. It was crazy, man.
Bro,
everybody's, and we were on till, and I had to work the next morning, and we were on till like 1:30 in the morning, central time.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh shit, man, you know. And I was texting Josh, and I was texting Yi. I said, man, this is fucking crazy, man. It was just like so off the wall, so random. I didn't even know they had beef. And Phil had worked a table with both of them at C2E2 last year. And I go, what's going on with these guys, you know? And they just had a falling out. And but what you saw on YouTube, I mean, it was a classic.
Yeah, dude, it was beyond crazy. I wanna talk about something that was so I hit up. Let me share something with myself. So I hit up Jack. I hit up Jack at Whatnot. And I said to him, I said, hey man, I'm gonna be talking about this on Saturday. I'm gonna try and get as many people's opinion on this possible, and I want to give you the opportunity to you know have Whatnot's point of view on this. I didn't expect him to take us up on it, because it's just that's the normal business thing. He said he appreciated it, but it's a trust and safety issue, and one that, as he has explained to both parties involved, it is out of our team's hands, as terms and service officers have been reviewing all the live streams, past infractions, and online activity related to the issue to come to a resolution from a platform perspective. So then I talked to Nick, man, and here's the thing about Nick. I think Nick gets kind of a little bit of a bad rap. Not for the most part. I think for the most part, people like him, people respect him. But I think that there's some people that just don't understand where he's coming from. Nick comes from that wrestling world, right? Him and Key King, they're both like these old school wrestling guys, and being in part of that world, you kind of have this like bravado and how you talk and how you perform, right, on air and stuff like that. So he kind of, that's what he does when he's on, and he's very good at it, right? He's very good at that, at how he talks and how he explains things. And so if you guys have been watching Nick for a while now, you have either known or have seen that he is suffering, or he was suffering from cancer. He's not necessarily in remission yet, but they've told him that I think he's clean and free of the cancer. Just was notified, if I'm not mistaken, about that. But for the last year, the guy has been going absolutely dark in his treatment. Like, that's the best way to say it. Whenever anybody's going through cancer treatment, it is fucking dark, you guys. It's a dark thing, and we all know, if we've seen people that have gone through it. But Nick is a character, man. He is a character. He does a very good job at performing for people, and people enjoy watching it. So, but he's been struggling, man. You've seen it in how he looks, his coloring, this and that. I've tried multiple times to get Nick to come on the show and talk about. I just want to know about his journey and all this stuff, and I don't care. At first, it wasn't about the drama and this and that. I want to hear about your fight and what you've been through and who you are, where you come from, because he's a fascinating dude, man. He really is. He's an absolute character. And he always says, "Nah, man, I'm not about that. I don't want to come on and talk about that, or in myself, this and that, And I respect that. And he had this little thing with Kyle Willis not too long ago, where he look at Kyle unsubscribing and resubscribing.
I just wanted to see my name on there.
So anyways, he had this thing with Kyle Willis, where if you guys remember, I think it was from MegaCon, they had a project they worked on, and for an art book, and I guess what happened is something along the lines of they reprinted that book and sold it at New York Con without having, the original people involved part of it. And Nick was part of that. And this little issue happened. And that's the only time I've ever heard him being part of drama, right? And then recently, what has happened with this whole Epic Nation thing is Epic Nation, when I talked to Nick, he said that Epic Nation was a guy that is close to him in proximity. He's seen this kid at shows, and he's seen him around in comic shops and stuff like that. And he kind of took him under his wing in a way, and helped him get into selling and this stuff. And there's no doubt about that. If you watch the whole Thorough thing, you can see that happens. You can see that Epic is kind of like, he doesn't want to give Nick any credit, but he has to. Like, there's no doubt that Nick has brought him into this world. Now, that's not taking anything away from Epic from becoming this big, huge seller, because he has. He's become a big seller on whatnot. I don't know if he's pushing 1.5 million in sales like he says he is. That was a little fucking ridiculous. But he's a big seller over there. And they had this falling out, man. And the falling out, which is very interesting, seems to kind of be all over one single book. And that being a recent Pharaoh Lounge variant that Epic Nation has put out, which is very interesting. And it's this right here. It's this Simpsons book, right? And basically what it is you guys can see it. That's what it is. It's on a Pharaoh Lounge book. You guys all know what Pharaoh Lounge books are. Pharaoh Lounge books are nudie booby books. That's what we call them. The way Nick said it to me is they're nudie aliens and sex and drug books or something, But I don't understand why you would put this image on one of those books. That's my first thing, right? That's the first thing that kind of made me go.
Try to get it on with Voltron,
right? Like what is that? You got a baby on that book, anyways.
Yeah.
They have a falling out over this, and the only reason from the way that Nick sees it is that Nick kind of made a joke to him. Hey man, if you're gonna put the Simpsons on a nudie booby book, you should at least have Marge with her boobies out or something, as a joke, as a friends. And he took that the wrong way, and boom, a big huge split happens, and you could tell there's probably stuff that was bubbling underneath. Here's the thing to me though. Thorough, man, I got to give Thorough credit, man. That was a crazy show, and for the most part, I give everybody credit on that show, because Hood, you did the smart thing, and you just kind of chilled back and you let it all happen. You were like, and same with the other guy. The other guy's like, I'm just gonna let this rock and let it ride, and then Epic Nation gets on, and this is just a personal opinion. He looked absolutely stupid. He looked so bad. The things that he said made him look just terrible. He accused Nick of lying about his cancer, which is fucking the dumbest thing that you could ever do, especially if you're a business. You should never do that, period. But if you're going to do that, you better damn well have receipts. All right, you better, if you're going to accuse somebody of faking cancer, you better have some fucking hardcore receipts. And the dude didn't have any receipts. He had no receipts of anything. He said, oh, people called the hospitals and this and that. And listen, man, I'll tell you this. It is fucking way illegal for a hospital to go, oh, yeah, that guy's in here and getting...
They're not telling you shit.
Yeah. This guy's in here, and sure enough, he's getting chemotherapy and radiation. Like, that's
just asking for a lawsuit, right? From the hospital.
Totally, bro. Totally. Yeah. You call a hospital, and they're probably going to go, are you related to him or this and that? And if you're not, they're going to go, sorry, we can't, give you that information.
Divulge that information, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, I was gonna say, I thought Josh had put in the comment that night. It was very telling. Josh had put, people are willing to tarnish their brand for $1 these days, and nothing could be further from the truth.
Yes, you're right.
You know, like you work so hard to build up a good reputation for selling books, getting a lot of followers and stuff like that, and very quickly, you know, you let it get personal, and then if you get unprofessional, I mean, you could lose a lot of followers if you're making good money and you say something like, "I don't believe this guy has cancer." I mean, that could hurt your brand, you know. And then Nick GQ, you know, letting him get under his skin, that could hurt his brand too. That's why, you know, I try to make light of it and, you know, play with some toys and try and, you know, get these guys to kind of laugh a little bit, and, you know,
Yeah.
but
Well, you can see,
you know,
man,
as many
Nick.
followers as they have, why would you even fuck with that? You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can see it, man. Nick is not having it, man. He is angry, and I don't blame him. And you guys know me, like I'm pretty damn chill, but there's been times where I've fucking lost it on people. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
when I get mad, I just like everybody else. You know, I go into fucking I'm louder than everybody, and I'm gonna be mad mode, and I think that's a human normal human thing. And I give Nick a pass for kind of how he was acting because he was so mad. He at least was very the things he was saying, I felt like held way more water than anything that Epic Nation was saying. I feel like Epic Nation really hurt himself. He put himself in a hole by you know, obviously the cancer thing. First of all, second of all, the fact that you know, if you guys don't know this, like one of the Nick GQ's things is he's got this belt, this whatnot belt, this wrestling belt that he carries around, right, and he does stuff with, and when a few months ago when he was pretty damn sick and he didn't think he was going to be able to do any more sales or anything, he passed that belt on to, he had a group of like, you know, three good friends that, you know, were in his group, and he was going to pass that belt on to one of those people that he felt like could take it to his level where, you know, with honesty and treating people right and that type of thing that Nick talks about. And the person he chose was Epic. He literally, you know, and the way he told it to me on the phone is very interesting. He said he was putting him over, and I love that. He's using, like, you know, the wrestling terms, like he's putting him over. He's, you know, that was so interesting to me, and that means a lot, man. For him to choose to do that, you those guys had to have been pretty tight. And that's another thing. When you're really tight with somebody like that and you have a falling out, there's a lot more energy and anger in that fallout than normal. So, you know, you can tell, man, Nick is mad. He is very mad. And the other problem is that, you know, when you're having this type of show, like I give thorough credit. Like he would have to mute people at moments and give a person the time to speak and this and that. And that's very hard. That is very hard. But he did it. He did a decent job of it. I suggest anybody go watch this. But you know, the main things I want to get at are a couple of things. I want to ask people's opinion on it. I want people in the community opinion on it. I've talked to quite a few people over the past couple of days, and the vast majority of the people I've talked to are pretty disgusted about what this has turned into. And by this, I mean the selling community, the whatever community this is, you know, that where Whatnot's a part of it, and, you know, Speculation and, you know, CBSI and, you know, these groups that are all kind of together. This whatever this community is, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty fucking bad right now. It's pretty hardcore when shit like this is happening. And then the thing that I think was most crazy was the fact that, well, I'll just play it. You know, before they had their little blowout in Thorough's show, they kind of had it all, they had a little thing behind the scenes, and not on Whatnot, IG. They were kind of chatting and talking back at each other, and there was a couple threads on IG where people were talking in the threads at each other, and there's some crazy things said, and a lot of people are angry. Decor got brought in, and Epic Nation, Decor went and put the Simpsons book up and was like, "What is this? What is going on here? This isn't normal." You guys know how Decor works. Decor's very quick to call somebody out that he sees something on that he doesn't like, and he definitely did that. He definitely called out that book, the Simpsons book. What's very interesting is I don't see it on his page anymore, which is kind of weird. And did he take it down? Do you guys know?
I I heard it got like reported so much about like bullying or something like that, and so like it was like forced to take down, or they took it down on the back end.
Okay,
Or maybe,
right.
but I also heard that they had chatted about it or something like that,
Well,
and then they came into an agreement or something like that.
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm not a fan of that. I guess because of what this has caused, I kind of felt like that should have stayed up for posterity. But anyways, there was a lot of interesting stuff said in that IG post, right, back and forth, and it got reported so much, like you said. I get it. It's probably taken down for him. So Epic goes and fucking doxes Decor, right? If you guys don't know what doxing is, it's basically if you don't want your information out there, whether that's your face, what you look like, what your kids look like, what your family looks like, your address, your name, if you don't put that stuff out there on your own, nobody else has the right to go and find that stuff and put it out there for you. It's a very big rule inside the content creation community and social media and Twitter world and YouTube world. It's like rule number one. You don't do that. And Epic Nation decided to go find out pictures of Decor on his Facebook page or whatever and put them out for the whole world to see. Here's this guy. Look at this goofball, blah, 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 talking shit about him. It's like, what is going on here, man? And after that happens, I thought it was very interesting because Nick went on his Whatnot and he made this big, huge post saying, this is wrong. This is not right. This shouldn't be happening. But, it was very good about it though. And the next thing you know, Epic goes on his Whatnot and does this. Let me bring this up here, which is beyond ridiculous to me. It's one of the most ridiculous things.
The giveaway is free. As I say, whoever sent me a screenshot stating that the report in GQ, I'm doing an exclusive. And did I ever let you guys down though?
Wait, what?
Did I ever Charter Comics? I'm gonna send you a firebook because you my people. Let me make sure I follow.
So for those of you guys that don't know, Epic, I think he's from maybe Pakistan or India or somewhere in that area. He has a very strong accent, which whatever it is, what it is. So he is kind of hard to understand. But basically, what he's saying in the beginning of this is that he wants everybody to go and report Nick GQ for bullying. And everybody that reports him, take a screenshot of you reporting him and send it to him, and he'll send you a free exclusive variant that he's doing. So let me replay this.
The giveaway is free. As I say, whoever sent me a screenshot stating that the report in GQ, I'm doing an exclusive. And did I ever let you guys down though?
That is terrible. That is beyond ridiculous.
Well, doesn't that go against one of the policies? Like when you sign up to be a seller on the app?
Oh yeah. There was a lot of policies that were broken for Whatnot. And I think that's one of the things that has everybody up in arms is the fact that this just isn't like calling somebody out. This is asking people to go and harm somebody, whether you're harming their business, you're harming them them themselves, that type of thing. You're fucking with their money also, which is a big no-no, and that's another rule. Everybody in here that's an adult, you just don't fuck with other people's money like that.
So, do you think this is like a start of something more than
Yes.
like a one-off thing?
I think this could be one of the points where, hey, something's gonna have to happen. I'm not saying what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm not that person. I want to know what the community thinks. That's what I want to know. But I think that Whatnot is probably going to have to do something, right? If they don't, they're going to lose a lot of respect within the community, within the retailer industry. Any other retailer out there, I want to know what retailers think about this. I've talked to a couple retailers, and the vast majority of them that I've talked to totally taking Nick's side on this. They're saying that what Epic has done is beyond unprofessional. It'd be interesting to see who works with Epic in the future. You know what I mean? This is the type of shit.
Can we take 30 seconds or a minute here and kind of rewind and wait? So it all started with this one book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for those of us that are not quite fully initiated, like paid attention to everything, kind of started with one book, right? Decor kind of brought that up on Instagram, and then it kind of spirals out of control with some of the doxing. I got two questions to kind of help me kind of understand this. One, we probably don't know, but do we know who's all financially invested in this book? Is it just an Epic Nation book, or is it a couple of people invested in this? One.
Yeah.
And two, was Nick defending Decor, or was Nick defending the book, or how did Nick
was
get
defending
rolled into
Decor?
this?
Nick was doing it in a very interesting way. He was kind of also doing it like, hey, in a nice way, trying to it felt like a coaching moment almost, like, hey, you don't want to do this, Epic. This is not something you do. We need to be stand up. We need to set examples in this community, not lower ourselves to these levels, that type of thing. It felt like that to me at the time. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anybody else that feels that it felt like he was trying to, at least at that moment, he was trying to be a little bit more professional about it and friendly about it?
Well, I think he said it like repeatedly throughout the video on Thoro's channel, that he's always saw him, that relationship as like him being like the mentor to Epic, and he will always see Epic in that kind of light, no matter what kind of drama they kind of get into, is what it sounded like at some points.
It felt like Epic had turned into Tommy Gunn from Rocky V.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It's exactly what it felt like, bro.
Right. He helped him. He groomed him into becoming a good seller, because according to Nick GQ, he didn't know anything about anything. And he helped him build up his followers and stuff like that. I don't know if any of that is true, but why would you say that if it wasn't? You know what I mean? Yeah, and he was like, hey, what, and he's trying to talk to Epic, and he goes, hey man, I helped you, we were friends, I don't understand what you're doing. And Epic's whole thing is, no, you bully people. You're a bull, you bully people. That was his whole thing. I don't know either one of the guys. That was the first time I met
either one of them.
Either one of them. Like I don't have any hate towards either one of them. It was just it was almost like you're in a restaurant and a couple is fighting, and you're just like, like, what the hell's going on? It's almost like a shock.
Like daddy just hit mommy at the dinner table.
Yeah, something like, I mean, you're just like, what is going on here? Like like a fight in the lunch cafeteria. Like I didn't expect it.
Tell
But
me if this is an unfair question, because I have to know how you guys feel about this, dude. Does any of this feel slightly manufactured?
None.
Controversy?
No.
Is the
Not
book
at
selling out? Like, did the book sell out? Is the bootleg? What's happening with this? Is
Well, to be honest,
It hasn't-
there's a little part of that because you know what it did cause to sell a couple copies. You know, that Wednesday Adams variant that Epic Nation had right before this, which is also very suspect to me. You know that
Gross.
I mean, at the end of the day, the memory of the comic book community and social media, yes, stuff is still stuck up here, but the attention spans are very short. So it doesn't seem, I don't know if I'm splitting hairs here, if I'm digging rabbit holes, but I mean, like, if somebody's gonna hop in and stir the freaking pot, this seems like a way to stir the pot to sell a book. Like, this seems like, you know, if Epic was gonna get in and stir the pot to try to sell a book, he knows Nick. You know what I mean? I'm like,
No,
this
I
is
don't
kind of
think
like
there's-
tinfoil Hattie. This is way out there, but I'm kind of
No.
curious if anybody else felt
That's
like
a
that.
lot to sell a book.
Yeah.
Well, Nick
Yeah, exactly, Kyle.
Nick was telling him that exclusives were stupid. Like, Nick's comments
Yeah.
started out positive on the Instagram post, but then they slowly devolved into, "I'm going to give you black eyes." But he was saying that exclusives were stupid and that he shouldn't be
it
doing
was
that.
so no, everything happened so organically. Like neither one of them were planned to be on the show.
I didn't watch any of it.
And
Didn't
Thorough
watch a minute
said
of
I
it,
sent
and
out a link, and then Epic, like at the last minute, just jumped on, and Thorough goes, "Oh, wait a minute, we got Epic," and I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be on." I didn't even know who he was, and I had and pop sequentialism. You know, speaking of whatnot and all of this stuff that this stirred up, pop sequential. He knows his law, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
he was
very good
citing
about
how
that.
many laws have been broken from you know, from it becoming a RICO case.
yeah, I
And
didn't watch the show, but it just seems like, as somebody who didn't watch the show, why not ask that question?
yeah, I mean that's it's fair, but it was so over the top to even be kind of I mean there's so many ways you could have sold that book. You could have kept the beef on whatnot. You didn't need a YouTube thing to sell it, you know, because there was enough. Both of them have a shitload of followers, and all of those followers knew what was going on. So I think they have a better idea of this beef going on between them two. And I you know, still I was like, man, I'm so far disconnected from whatnot. Hell, I didn't even know they had officers. What do they have, like police badges that say whatnot, and we're investigating this stuff? You know,
Trust and safety.
trust
Oh,
and safety. We're from the
They've been
trust
around
and
for a
safety
minute.
division of whatnot, right? They
Well,
go
yeah,
knocking on Epic's door.
Oh,
you
that's been
know?
around since we started.
Yeah.
Like when we
Really?
started on. Yeah, that's
they've
always
been
been a
around.
thing.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah.
want to know if Bolo's got my books that he promised me.
I gave up on whatnot a long time ago.
You know, bro, I love that you said that because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like I feel like this is one of those moments where a lot of people are going to hear what you just said and hear a lot of people saying that they've given up on, because that's another thing I've been hearing. A lot of people giving up on whatnot. A lot of people. Shout out to I'm not sure what one of our community members stopped in and said hello to Jesse James Comics over the last week and mentioned the same thing, that like it's getting so bad, and it's here's the other thing.
Oh, where it's almost not worth your free time
Yes.
to use that avenue anymore. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm starting to feel that as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, did you hear?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know if you guys listened to the show and picked up a lot of things that Nick was saying. You know, it's kind of confirming a lot of the things, the rumors that we've been hearing for a while. And you know, he brought up about people, you know, Epic getting free books to sell. You know, whatnot sending him free exclusives, and somebody asked earlier if anybody else was involved in the book that they were selling, the Simpsons book, right? And it is. Unfortunately, there's two more retailers involved, Nerdy Girl and Sleeping Giants. And I feel bad for them. One, because now this is, I mean, I don't know if this is going to kill it. There's supposedly only 120 of them. But that being said, it's definitely not going to help, the look of Nerdy Girl, whether you guys think it's rightly or wrongly, she's been put in this group before, and she's been put in this drama thing before, and it's not going to help her reputation anymore to be involved with
does this become a bootleg book? That question is
a book already, so like don't they kind of do like what
where it's all the
what
same art
Zenoscope
and
does?
interior,
where it's like, oh, this isn't that character, it's a cosplay version of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the interior's different, right? Like it's a different story, if I'm understanding this correctly, and the cover is just the cover, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I've never read a Pharaoh's Lounge book.
Yeah,
so
I mean, there's no, like, the Simpsons aren't in Pharaoh's Lounge.
That's the other weird thing is, like, how did that cover happen? And
yeah, that's my question.
Publisher's stupid.
Well, not only
like,
that,
it's an independent publisher.
Even to the point that it got approved, or
Yeah.
But it's not a major publisher, right?
It's
not like
no.
IDW is putting out this book. It's not being distributed through Diamond or anything like
so
that.
Epic had kind of broke down how he was able to get that like approved, and they did some different things to the Simpson characters, or some the artists did that Epic knows, or some bullshit like that. I don't know how, but
That you can't tell it's Homer? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
it doesn't look like Maggie at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It was
pretty
done
much
in
just
Mexico.
said he pretty much just said his ass is covered, and if Disney sues, then it's like on the publisher, because at the end of the day, the publisher approved it.
That's the other thing, man. The way he came off in the show last night, he looked very like slimy, dude. He came off so slimy and cheesy. Like, it's funny you brought up the Tommy Morrison thing, Hood, because I feel like there was like a little bit of that. His manager in there, like, I'll fucking sue. You know what I mean? Like, Epic's like, 500,000. If you want to fight me, let's go into a ring and let's put up 500,000. It's like, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
I think that's somebody, and I don't want to talk shit about either one of them because I don't know them, but it could be that, it could have gone to their head. They've got a ton of followers and they're making good money, and maybe they think they're bigger than what they actually are. I don't know, and I don't want to offend anybody.
Does anybody else feel? I'm interrupted. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Does anybody else get a little deja vu?
Yes.
In the middle of a book being released, and then a publisher coming back and saying, nope, no good, can't do it. And then all of a sudden people are getting censored on whatnot and something becomes bootleg. Getting a little deja vu here, getting a little irritated at the moment. Like, is this book floating in that realm where now if these people sell it on whatnot, like, you know what I mean? If it's a bootleg book, you can't sell it on whatnot. They are very serious about that. I was censored because I was told I couldn't sell certain books on whatnot because of the status after Marvel came back and said something. That's fair. All right. If that's in the terms of service, that's what you guys are sticking with, I'll honor that. Like, I didn't delete my whatnot account. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not crazy. But at the same time, every time I kind of get a gumption to go back and look, some other drama shit happens. But like deja vu.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. It's a bummer. It's a real bummer, man.
It felt like we were getting back to a good place with comics. Everything had calmed down. It seemed like the market was kind of stabilizing instead of everybody just having this dumpster fire of books. Just felt like everything was starting to calm down, and then
Days Without Drama 0.
Yeah, and now I mean, it's it's good popcorn stuff for about 5 minutes, but then it just becomes so over the top. You just don't know what to.
Well, as long as it's not being talked about for a month, I think we're good.
No, I don't think this will be, unless they have another outburst or something like that on if they troll each other on their streams or something like that. Where that's the only way you'll probably hear um about it. But people hit so many people hit me up like I I was kind of just like everyone else who was watching it. I mean, because I if it were Brian and let's say Comic Man Andy, then I'd be like, oh shit, But I didn't know either one of these guys, so I wasn't really kind of like invested in it. You know what I mean? So I was just like a bystander, just watching something. Now Thorough, I think Thorough knows Nick GQ a little bit because I mean they're New Yorkers and stuff like that, and he knows of him. But you know, I think when you tell someone that they don't have cancer, and I mean that's a hell of something. If you don't have cancer and you say you have cancer, I mean you're just looking for trouble. But like honestly, as skinny as Nick got, and
Yep.
I was glad to see
Yep.
him starting to put some weight on. You know, I think cancer has touched a lot of people's lives in many different ways. And personally for me, and I know it has for Brian. I mean, you just don't fucking say shit like that. Like it disappointed me that somebody would say, well, I don't think you have, I think maybe it's 50-50 you have cancer. And that kind of really just, kind of bothered me. But like, I just like, it takes a lot of balls to call out somebody like that if you have no fucking proof. I mean, that's on a level like I can't describe. It's one thing about talking about somebody's family, talking about somebody's wife and all that, but when you go at somebody uh that's so personal, and that's somebody's battle. Like that that is just like you're breaking the law. Like that's a fucking crime in my opinion when you're calling out someone like that. And Nick's got scars from surgeries and stuff like that, and he shouldn't, honestly, he shouldn't have had to be dealing with this shit from a friend like that, because he should be celebrating, because he was telling me that he got a phone call that he was from the doctor that he was in remission, right? And that should be celebrated, because cancer is it's a fucking killer, man. And for someone to call you out like that, I mean, it's like he shouldn't have to show any scars. He shouldn't, like, you should take a man's word if they say they had cancer. I mean,
Yeah.
what, and I know that there's been people out there that do a GoFundMe and make up bullshit, but like, this guy doesn't seem like he needed to do that. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
And he's showing you he lost hair from radiation and stuff like that. And
The way he
it
looked, he lost a ton of weight. You could
Yeah.
tell that he was going through something pretty hardcore, man. And I'm sorry, you guys, that's a major rule. Like I said, I feel like Epic went on there and broke a lot of rules, a lot of like he covered his ass legally, but he looked like a fucking rat, man. Like there's when you say and act and say do certain things, you come off as a rat, and that's kind of like what happened, like I hate to put it that way, but that's the truth, man. That's the way it feels. He came off as a rat. He said that somebody who had cancer was faking it. Then he said he was gonna fight somebody with cancer. Like, I understand Nick being mad and be like, I'm gonna fight you, dude. If you're Epic in that situation, no matter what, you just say, "Come on, man, we're not gonna fight. I don't want to fight you." You don't say that. Like that was ridiculous, man. And then on top of it, let's talk about the fact that he kind of made some questionable decisions with some books. Like, to me, these are same questionable decisions with books that we've seen other people make that we don't agree with. Black Flag Comics, some of the issues that have been going on with the Turkish books lately, and stuff like that. Like, it's okay to sometimes let people know that this feels a little bit off. There's something that I don't like about this. And when you have a comic book that sexualizes a character who's supposed to be 16 and under, like that's a little off to me. It's a little off to me, man. And you guys know these books. They have adult versions of these books. Like, I get it. They call it cosplay variants or whatever, and this is supposed to be a cosplayer. But man, if that's the case, like, photograph a cosplayer in it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
animated.
yeah, man. It comes off very gross and yuck. So I want to say thanks to everybody in the chat, you guys. I appreciate you. I'm watching the chat, and next week I'm going to figure out a way to highlight comments and have them come up on the screen. We're going to be building this as we go. This isn't going to be the same format. I don't know if I like this. We're going to probably change it all up and make it much cleaner. This was just to try stuff out. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us and letting me play with things and figure out a new mode. But there's a lot of interesting stuff. I love the fact that we have alerts now that pop up on the screen whenever we get a new subscriber, which is very, very cool. And we'll continue to make, these alerts happen. We also have alerts when anybody gives us a super chat, which is very cool. And we're going to work to make those alerts better. So I'm going to be building all kinds of stuff with this. We have a way for people to call in. If you want to call in, like I said, I've been telling everybody to download Discord. I have put into the chat the link for the Discord general chat room. And you guys can jump in there and give us your thoughts on the situation. If there's anybody out there who wants to let us know what you think about what happened and what you think about what's kind of going on. I'd love to have you guys hear your guys' thoughts on it.
I appreciate the knowledge and kind of bringing me up to speed, because like a lot of other people, when it comes to comic books and social media, I use that as my escape from my busy life. And when I hop onto Instagram and I see drama, the last thing I need is that social battery to be depleted within minutes because of what's going on. So I kind of try to divert myself away from that. And now I find myself diverting myself from what I love, my hobby, that is comic books and the community and hanging out. And now it's like, it took me messaging you, asking what's going on tonight, to be here to hang out, to kind of find out more, to clarify and hopefully move past this, because I hope other people aren't affected like I am when it just sucks the life out of you like that.
Yeah, man, it's rough.
Avoided everything now at all costs. Drama, yeah, not even gonna.
The problem with that, man, is that it feels like it's invading areas where we can't be away from it. You know what I mean? Especially in this content.
Because we're so connected to it, Brian. I mean, there's so many people that we know in the whatnot community and in the streaming community. We may not know them personally, but we know who they are, and at any given time, like, we know people who know those people, and if that makes sense. Like, it's different if you watch it and you don't know who Brian McClay is, or Red Hood, or any of these guys. It's different. You're just watching it, right? And you're just like, oh well. But when you know the group of people or who they hang with, it makes it a little more personal. If that makes sense. And so now you're kind of like, you're not really involved, but you kind of are, because you know who these people are, or you've heard of them. So it's a little bit different versus if you didn't know any of these people. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it to me, it seems like, okay, it's a one and done, and I don't think that we'll hear too much of it again. I really don't, unless they keep perpetuating this, and just keep. But the whatnot platform, if now there's eyes on both of them, and they can't afford to get kicked off. I mean, if they're doing well and they've got all the, I mean, why would you fuck with that?
You don't think anything's going to happen, Josh?
They have to step in.
I think they have to.
You don't think they have to step in at this point?
No, they don't give a shit.
No, I think that, you know what? Honestly, I think whatnot loves this type of drama. If you ask my personal opinion, because then it's going to put more eyes on Whatnot. You know,
They should get rid of both of them, but I guarantee you that neither one of them gets kicked off. I guarantee you. I'd bet money on that.
I'm just
I'll
saying
bet
it's free publicity for
$500,000.
Whatnot. They say that they don't want that, but like if
do
you know,
you think they
how
would
else
have?
could you get viewers? And I think Andy says, does it seem manufactured? Well, yes and no. You know, I mean, who would benefit from all of this? I mean, they're both sellers on Whatnot, and then somebody that's never been. I'm gonna go check that out, man. It looks kind of crazy over there. You know,
That's super tinfoil hat of me, and it's because I'm half cocked on I don't have all the information. That's why I'm here asking questions, right?
Yeah,
That's okay, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just stupid because you have two people bullying each other, and then the one guy gets upset and he says he's going to make an anti-bullying comic book by bullying the other guy that was bullying him,
That
with
was
the cover
unreal,
done by
man.
an artist who is also a bully.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
and somehow
crazy.
Kyle
Like,
Willis is in this. You know, because I
yeah,
think Nick GQ and Kyle Willis had a beef earlier
well,
in
yeah,
the in 2022,
like
and
Kyle
this kind of
Willis
just
also said that.
stemmed over. And allegedly, what Epic says is that Nick GQ threatened to kill Kyle Willis and kill Epic, and use the word kill.
Yeah,
And
like,
allegedly, Epic has got a restraining order that he's going to put out against Nick GQ, and you know, so
Don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna make a beef with Brian McClay so that I could sell books.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I would love to look back on this in 6 months and see if anybody's working with Epic on a business level. Because I'll be honest,
you should.
if you
I was
see
going to say, man,
people,
you should try and hit up Thorough and get his perspective on everything, because like when I talked to him, he didn't even think it was going to be like that. He was like, man, you know, I didn't even think they were going to jump on the stream or anything.
oh yeah, man. I listen. I totally believe that. I think that Thorough was just you know, doing his show, and this little, you know, explosion took place. It was very interesting, dude. It was very interesting, and I think the big part of it for me is to, again, it's the community aspect, to see where this is going and how toxic it's been. You know, I'm always gonna talk about this stuff. I'm always gonna report on this stuff. I know people don't like the drama, but like Hood said, we're connected to a lot of this. We're definitely connected to a lot of this, and it's gonna be interesting moving forward. You know, Jesse James in the chat tonight said that, you know, this drama doesn't affect any hardly any of the comics. He says drama has zero effect on the actual industry of selling comics, but it does keep comics in the relevant stage of conversation. Conversation will always sell one more comic for someone. So
yeah, and it doesn't matter how many people don't like either of them. They all have their group of followers. I mean, Epic had, I think, 200 people in that stream that I was watching that night, where he was telling everyone to go report Nick GQ, and it didn't waver at all. Like, it wasn't like people were like, oh, you know, fuck this guy, and leaving his room. They were all in there, you know, cheering him on. So
Yeah, but do you see that type of influence that they have? You know, just being on a stream, and they went and did it. They went and reported Nick GQ. I don't know how many people, but it was substantial from what I understand.
well,
So,
I was under the assumption that Whatnot had you know, tried to had reached out to him and put him on some type of suspension, and I was wrong about that. I asked Nick about that. Nick said that no, what did happen is it sounds like he was reported for conduct outside of the app, and he got an email about it, and he immediately emailed back and said, you know, hey, this is what I do outside of this app is my deal, and you know,
you can't control that.
yeah, I'm an adult. You know, this is what happens in the world, and that's the other thing. a big part of me says the same thing. Like with social media and everything, that way everything is now, some people just don't realize that certain things can get you punched in the mouth, and they say things that you just don't say anymore, and this and that. And I have a little bit of respect for Nick, because he was like, I'm gonna go down there and fight you. Like he straight up said, I'm still angry. I want to fight you. I do want to fight you. I don't want to kill you, but I want to fight you. And that's a normal human thing. How you deal with it is one thing, but I respect him for the way he said, "Hey, I still feel this way. I don't want to kill you, but man, I want to put a beating on you. You fucking hurt me." And it's very interesting, man. But to me, the ultimate thing is how Whatnot is going to handle it. The businesses, retailers, and creators that are going to work with not just Epic, but also Nick GQ. I don't think Nick GQ is going to have much of a problem, in my opinion. I think Epic probably will. If people, the amount of retailers and the people that I talked to that said that they not only put in reports and contacted Whatnot or contacted Pharaoh Lounge and said they don't, this is not good. They don't respect this. This is something that shouldn't happen in the community. Like, a lot of people did that. And when certain things like this, when things get this out of hand, that's when that stuff starts happening. And that's a big deal. Whether we think it is or not, I really think that Whatnot is going to have to do something. And if they don't, it's going to be very telling. Do I want them to do something? I don't want to see anybody lose their ability to make money. I don't.
They'll still make money. Their followings are so large that they'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, if Whatnot was actually enforcing their policies and stuff like that, at the very least, they should probably have like some sort of suspension. But I mean, like at the same time, I mean, I don't follow either or. Like, has anyone seen any of them either one streaming as of recently? Like within the last like few days?
No, I haven't been watching or looking. That's the other thing. Yeah.
Well, and the other point I wanted to make was what was it? Could you imagine like never hearing of either or party, and then this is your first impression of both of them?
Like, I never heard of both of them, and now I hear this.
Yeah,
right. So I mean, does that make you want to buy books from them, either or party?
No,
like probably not. Like,
it doesn't make me want to even like bump into them somewhere. Like I don't want to ever even see them.
Yeah.
Someone will be like, he looked at Epic, and I'm gonna be like, no, like no, those are people you just stay away from.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, man. It's very weird. What do you guys think about? Well, let's jump off from one drama to another. What do you guys think about this whole Joker thing that's going on? Have you guys seen this?
Pregnant Joker?
Pregnant Joker.
The what?
Yeah.
He just threw up mud. It's all right.
Yeah, after I read the story, I was like, oh, that's it. I
thought the dumbest part was when he was in the stirrup.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you're gonna have this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
fill me in. What happened? Is it from a new Batman book or what?
Yeah.
It's a non-canon side story. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's just like a side thing, little story.
And Zatanna used her magic to make Joker pregnant, basically,
with mud.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, like, I've definitely read like crazier shit in indie books, right? Like, if you ever read the first issue of Cherry Blackbird, like, it's a dude giving birth to a baby out of someone's penis.
Oh. The Joker threw it up.
Yeah. So I mean, like, that, and it shows the scenes of that. Like, there's no like, oh, this is what happened, like, to the next panel. Like, you see those scenes like within the first 3 pages. So it's kind of like, is it really that bad?
Well, it's. Do you guys think that Rosenberg was kind of like, I want to create a story where we basically make a man pregnant and make everybody get crazy and then they realize that it's, we're just fucking with them. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was like almost like a troll in his own way of doing it.
You know, it'd be cool if these writers go, man, I want to write a story that is going to transcend this title and get people talking and get people to buy more Batman books.
It is
Yeah,
getting
it's
people to
Right?
talk,
That
though.
that should be the mindset of the writer. I want to take this character and get people to think differently about this character that would make them want to buy more Batman books. You know, that's writing, not coming up with someone giving birth out of their asshole. You know,
Out of his
I mean,
mouth.
is
Out of
that
his
is
mouth.
that what
I
we
said this on SNS, man. I've had a few mud babies. I had one this morning.
mud baby? But you know, that's the problem. It's like, are the writers scared of like trying to write something good because people won't receive it that well and they're afraid to fail, so they just put out garbage? I
That's
mean,
why
we need
Casada took over to
we
allow
need
all
we
this crazy shit to happen, right?
dude, I mean, we need writers that are willing to take risks, you know? I mean, that's how great stories are made, you know? Like think about like Alan Moore, like in taking or Frank Miller taking the characters and just now you think of Batman in a whole different way, especially after Frank Miller, you know, did the Dark Knight. Like after he did the Dark Knight in that way, you never saw Batman the same. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we need writers to take characters and develop them and and push the new generation of comic book collectors and readers in another push them into thinking about, man, I want to know the whole backstory on Batman. I want to know the whole backstory on Daredevil. You know, I mean, it's just like, when is this shit gonna stop? Like, when are they gonna have somebody? Man, that story fucking sucks. I thought you were a good writer. Write something good. You know, I mean, come on, dude.
For those of you guys
Who's
that
the
don't
artist?
know what actually happened, here's a little quick run through. So basically, the Joker has a crush on Zatanna, and he suggests they start a family. And Zatanna denies him with a hex, saying, "No one will ever have your baby." And so the Joker feels sick after swallowing too much mud. Appearing pregnant, the Joker visits a doctor and asks if delivering will hurt. And look at this. It says here, it says, the doctor replies, "Well, I don't ever know where the baby is going to come out from down here, so probably, yeah, it's going to hurt."
I just thought it's funny. He's like in there, like looking at his butthole.
I
don't
know, dude. Like,
Or I guess with
and his
that team, you're looking
balls.
at it.
Yeah, he's looking at his balls, his taint.
I don't know if it's coming out of that taint.
Tain't much.
I don't know about you guys, man, but Jesus,
Who's
dude.
the artist?
Not very good, whoever he is.
Okay, so can you go? Okay, finish what you're. I'm sorry.
So the Joker barfs up mud, and the doctor says, "Guess you weren't pregnant after all." And then the mud comes to life, and they try to kill it. The mud goes into a closet and comes out as a baby Joker.
Womp, womp, womp.
The Joker shows Zatanna the result of her spell. There goes the 8-page story in a non-continuity backup. And I thought this
First
post,
appearance
shout
of
out to Q
pregnant
Collector
Joker.
Comics for putting up this post, because, yeah, man, it's rough. But yeah, this was very interesting that this was out there too at some point. You know, back in the 90s. This is a great.
Wow, I missed
Capullo
that one.
cover.
That's gonna make me want to go get that book.
Can
There's
you go?
there's man,
Go back to the first-
baby spec. No, we're no longer
Can you go back
specking
to
on
the first panel?
fucking. We're specking on men with babies.
Pregnant men.
Yeah,
Babies, right?
Can you go back to the first panel or first clip?
yeah.
Because this is instantly what I thought as I saw people sharing this on IG. No, the one before that.
This one right here.
Yeah, my first inclination seeing this, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be, I don't know, 1959, 1960, 1960. It's got to be something from way back when. Because, I mean, they've done lots of different and weird things that are kind of outside of society's norm at any point in time on covers in DC. And I think somebody actually posted a bunch of different stuff in a TikTok or in an IG reel or something like that to share. Like when I think it was Superman was flying on a cover and had rainbows shooting out of his hands, like a bunch of different stuff. So my first inclination looking at this art was, oh, that's like 50, 60 years old.
You know, if there was no writing on that, it almost looked like the Joker was an old drunk.
Yes.
An old, fat, pregnant man drunk, you know.
This is my favorite part, though, that he barfs it up. Oh, my God, dude. It'd be funnier if he would have shit. He just shit, and then that came out. It was not mud; it's actual shit, and he's a little shit baby.
Oh, kind of like the South Park episode where they eat up their bums.
Yeah, yeah, ridiculous, you dude. Like just so stupid.
Did you guys see who we interviewed on SNS tonight?
I did. I didn't see the interview yet.
Oh, it was the it was one of the
Daniel
creators for Paper Girls, right?
It was Cliff Chang.
Cliff
yeah.
Chang. Cliff Chang.
He was a lot of fun to talk to. You guys should go check it out.
Yeah.
Did you ask him if he was a gimp?
We did.
What?
He said no.
Have you guys had any response from Steve Englehart on that whole thing?
Yeah, he said, no fucking way am I coming back on that show.
Did he really? Did he really? Did you guys really reach out to him again and say, hey, we're sorry, come back on?
Yeah, and he said, nope. He said, no, sir.
That's awesome, dude. That's fucking great.
That's funny. Are you going to get the right Steven to eventually show up?
I know we need to. But we've got shirts made now. We've got Englehart Gimp shirts if you guys go to the Renovision Facebook.
That's awesome.
Hey, McClay,
Yo.
check this out.
He froze.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh, you got homies, bro. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I got to
wax,
my kid.
wax boxes
Later,
from
brother.
2004, man.
What?
Yeah, dude. Did you know they made
Nice.
wax boxes?
No.
These are packs of homies, man.
Of the figures or actual cards?
They're cards.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, dude. I found them in a thrift. I paid like $6 for both of them.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
wow.
dude.
Yeah, and they're still sealed and everything. These are from 2004. I didn't even know it's from Swap Cards.
Well, I want to look them up now on eBay, see how much they
Yeah,
actually
see
go
what
for.
they're going for. I haven't looked them up yet.
Yeah,
But
that thing's super
This might
dope,
be
dude.
something as much as the homies figures have been selling. I mean, there's a lot of demand. I don't know if a lot of people know these are out there. But I mean, it looks really well made, for
Dude, those are like $40 to $50 shipped
oh, no shit.
for a
Fucking
single
A,
box.
dude.
Yeah.
What'd you pick them up for?
$6,
Not bad,
like
dude.
$3 a piece.
Not bad.
I bet there's no like PSA count on it or a super low pop for the cards.
There would have to be. 'Cause I don't even remember these coming out, man. This was 2000.
You said 2004, right?
Yeah, 2004.
Shit, I was graduating high school.
Nika by Nika.
Yeah.
NECA?
NECA.
Yeah.
NECA.
Is
But
that the company that eventually bought them? Like to do the
Yeah,
figures?
I think so. But like the artwork on it is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to open one up, Brian.
I don't blame you, dude. I'm all over that shit, dude. I love that stuff.
Did you look at your text?
You guys should be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
hear that. I don't know
You got it.
why you guys can't. That's weird.
Because they showed his shirt in that one episode, and I was like,
Yes.
actually, my girlfriend got it. She was like, and I was like, oh my God.
Somebody's backstage, McClay.
Okay.
Is it Yee? We lost Yee.
I don't see anybody backstage.
A message came through seconds ago. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
how your left. I like
Aaron
how your
says
left
he's
arm grew a tail.
Aaron says he's backstage.
Yeah, I just saw a message. It says, tell Brian I'm backstage.
Who
I don't know
messaged?
why it won't let him in. Let me hang up on him and I'll have him come back. Come back in, Aaron, and we'll bring you back.
We lost Aaron.
We lost him.
No.
Can you guys hear this if I play this? Let me see here. Let me do this. Can you guys hear this?
My name is Alex Pardee. I am back with my very own garbage.
No, you can't hear it?
No.
No.
Man, that is fucking weird.
You know, I will say, as much bullshit as we got going on in comics, it's nowhere near sports cards and like all the drama going on with sports card radio and who's the guy that has the sports card app and of course Ken Golden. Everybody wants to sue sports card radio, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
McClay,
Dude, I love them.
every time you play something, we can hear it perfectly on YouTube. It's just those of us in the lobby here of VDO can't.
Abby, stop. No. I'm trying to figure out why Aaron won't let Aaron in. That's weird.
No, Aaron.
I thought you went to bed, buddy. Come here. You want to crash down here? Come on. Come on. Oh, crash with Dad.
Dang, now I need to go grab one of my pets. Now I feel alone.
This one in particular is incredibly attached to me and won't settle down in bed until I go to bed. So I got a little doggy bed down here by my desk for him.
We have a cat like that.
My cats are starting to eat the Caesar dog food that I have for my dog, and my dog is getting really pissed off. And now one of my cats is all swolled up like a fucking Hercules and shit.
Yeah,
right?
dude.
It's just weird. And the cat weighs he's gained so much weight, but he looks like he's been training, Like I feel pretty confident letting him out in the wild, like he would win some fights. You know what I mean? Like he's in great shape. Pound for pound, he's probably the toughest cat in the block here, man. Wow.
Where's E? I'm trying to get E back in, and he's not jumping.
Did you guys see anything good on FOC this week, man?
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, I didn't even look.
I'll bring up FOC real quick here. I like using
Bring up
third
the
eyes.
FOC. Bring up the FOC.
E, jump back in. Why aren't you able to jump back in?
Red Brother, man, I've been so busy swatting away freaking killer deals on Star Wars books that I've been looking for weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now, that I haven't even bothered to look at anything coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot of books you can get on the cheap right now, man. If you're hunting, man, people are giving away some good books, man.
I wouldn't say quote unquote giving away.
Well, you're getting a better value than what you could 6-7 months ago.
Oh God, yeah. I feel like we're seeing way better pricing. And if it's somebody in the community that's been an established community member for years, then you're really getting a deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because you always get better deals from people that know you and know of you. Like if you needed some books, I'd hook you up, and if I need some books from you, you'd hook me up. It's all about community, and just
oh dude, bro, like nothing's better than like two long-term people in the community coming to like a trade agreement, because they don't care what a book is selling for, because they got the book 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago for like 50 bucks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's my trade value and this is so low. I don't care if I lose out on this. You're getting a hell of a deal. I'm getting a hell of a like two people hooking each other up with hella deals in trades like that. It's epic.
Absolutely. Yep. Because at the end of the day, how big of a kill do you need?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of back issues or whatever, a lot of us, got good deals on them. and say you paid cover on a book, and now that book is like $50. I mean, do you really need to make $50 on that book? I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I'll work with you, bro. I mean, whatever you do, man.
I've got 4. Like, I could come up with 10 books, but like, there's only 4 of those that look like they're solid candidates to jump from where I'm sitting, and the other books are just like throwing money down a hole. And like, if I send them to you and they're gonna come back the same grade or a bump up, a little bit, but there's no extra value in it.
So I pre-screen the books. If I don't need to press them, I'm not going to charge you.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so there's no loss. I'm not gonna like look at a book and it's a 9.8. Oh yeah, I gotta press this. I mean, I don't need money that bad, because what I do, it's all reputation. That's for me. Like, I'm not going to be a millionaire pressing books. I like word of mouth, man. Red Hood, he took care of my books. Like, I got a bunch of guys, great bumps, like you wouldn't believe. I pressed out a ASM 194.60. It came back a 9.0. So what do you think? Do you think I got that guy's business for quite a while? Absolutely. Absolutely. But
that reminds me, I need to send books to you.
Yeah, Yee was one of the. I said, man, I gotta bring it because Aaron Yee, everybody knows Aaron. I said, man, he sent me his babies, and I said, man, I better get some fucking good grades, or else like my rep. That's it, man. And
well, I was excited to send books to you because I was like, I didn't want to send it across the nation and then send it onto the other side of the nation, just for grading and everything. I was like, kind of like, I just want to try to find someone within Texas at the very least. And then, like, whenever you join, I was like, kind of like, oh, sweet. There's a guy that presses books, and he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fallout book, I've had so much good luck with that book, taking 9.0s to 9.8s.
I'm about to send you an 8.0 copy to see what you can do with it.
But I've got the timing down to getting that book where, I mean, top secret, but getting that book to where you're gonna get a good bump. Like that UF4 you sent me, Aaron, that one was that like a 6.5, and we got it to a 9.4. I mean,
yeah. I was stoked to see that. I was like, kind of like,
My name is Alex Pardee.
I was like, did he slip an extra $20 bill within the pages? Like what happened here?
Tell me if you guys can hear this yet.
I'm back with my
hear
very own Garbage Pail Kids series. So Garbage Pail Kids were...
Jesus, I can't figure that shit out. Why you guys can't hear that?
Well, it's weird that YouTube can hear it though, right?
Yeah, man. That is the weird thing. Like, so for example, I wanted to play this.
If not the first thing that made me want to be an artist when I was in 3rd grade. Garbage Pail Kids were probably the first thing that I even avidly collected. This is actually my collection of the first, I think, 4 series of Garbage Pail Kids.
Series 1,
this card right here,
this is Alex Pardee.
It actually has.
He's going to be doing his own Garbage Pail Kids set.
I checked off which ones that I'd collected, and so these have always been.
I saw that set.
For me.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. Like where it's like the crossover with baseball players.
And the creativity behind taking a template of this baby doll.
Yeah, you can hear it really good on YouTube.
How many different ways can we make this baby doll crazy, inventive, and creative? And being so inspired by these.
Well, that's the important thing.
And then
that they
being a
can hear it.
consistent inspiration, right?
That tie makes me think of ketchup and mustard.
It's something that I've continuously collected.
Right? It's a McDonald's tie, dude.
As a form of inspiration, having the opportunity to be part of that legacy.
If you only have 4 or 5 books, I'll take care of you, man.
I'm just really excited. I've committed to.
I'll give you a taste, bro. I'll give you a taste. You know what I mean? And then you'll just want more. Do I look like a guy who has a plan?
All right.
Yeah, as we're talking, they can still hear the feed, and then we can only hear each other talking. But as they're listening to this feed, we're talking over it in YouTube.
So
That's
you can
kinda
hear
funny.
us as
Yeah, they can hear us and they can hear the feed at the same time.
perfect. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want that to be able to happen. So, yeah.
It looks
I'm
like
just
Josh and
really
I are sharing a wall now, though.
Yeah,
it
right.
does look really good.
Just
That's
reach
pretty
out,
crazy,
Aaron.
right?
Just reach out.
Yeah.
Red Brother, I'm just really excited because 2023, I'm committed to a lot of CGC unboxings, and I'm really excited to knuckle down. I've got a minimum of 12 scheduled that I'm going to do with CGC, and I'm hoping to do not quite double that for the year.
So I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing a Stein pack, but it's going to be McClay pack, but it's going to be based after Stein packs. So
Ooh,
I'm going
nice.
to be doing 30 mystery packs. What are you laughing at?
I got busted.
Huh?
Airboy busted me. I tooted.
Who on the panel just broke wind? I heard that.
I thought I muted in time.
We're gonna clip that, bro. So I'm gonna be doing 30 mystery packs. They're gonna probably be $100 each, and I'm gonna do a slab. Everyone's gonna have a slab and 2 books, and it's gonna be anywhere from probably $200 floor to a $600 ceiling or an $800 ceiling, and I'm probably gonna do them all for $100 a pop. And I'll be selling them over IG, and they will be available on the first night, which will be a Saturday night. It's either going to be next Saturday, probably be next Saturday, at the same time that we roll out our members only group and tiers. So be on the lookout for that, you guys. I've got all kinds of crazy stuff. Let me show you guys some of the stuff that's going to be in these. This is some of the slab books that are going to be in them. There's a lot of
nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff here.
You have 4-second print.
Yeah. This.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Which printing
Hey,
is
I
that?
just gave
Is
one
that
of those
second?
away.
It's the second printing, yeah. This is the
Hey, what's up, Wilbur Comics? What's up, baby?
This is the
I couldn't think of your name,
foil.
Eric. God damn it.
I still love that book. The foil
This is gonna be
albedo.
in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice.
What's up, bro? Why you selling that?
They're all gonna be in the. There's a Ultimate Fallout 494.
Send that to Red Hood.
So
Yeah, let's CPR and Wilbert's Comics. He's in the chat right now. Thank you so much for the shout out.
here's some of the
we were
raw
able
books.
to give him great bumps.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it'll be really, really good stuff. You're gonna get, like I said, every this is a 1 in 500 right here. Shout out to Wanted Comics on this one. But yeah, and then
that's a Marvel Zombie Resurrection, huh?
Yep. So there'll
Nice.
be very, very good stuff in there. There'll be at least 30 packs. So we'll see how those play out, but those will be available on IG, and then we'll do them as content also. So I'm really gonna you guys, I got another thing I want to say is make sure you guys seriously get involved in the Discord. There is some very interesting stuff in the Discord, and I really think you guys should get involved. For example, right now, if you guys wanted to call in, you could call into the show right now and just join the general chat and talk to us, and it should come through. I hope it'll come through. So, make sure you guys do that if you're able to. But not only can you call in and do stuff like that, like one of the things that you can do is you can put your grail that you're looking for. Ooh, so who just jumped in? Pops and Comics just jumped in. And how you doing there, brother? Can you hear me okay? For some reason it won't.
Oh.
He just jumped right out. I don't know why. So
Josh just won money from just participating in the chat.
Yeah, man.
On the Discord, right?
Yeah, I found my grail because of the Discord. I put that I was looking for this book right here.
Did you get it?
I did. I won it. I haven't received it yet.
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
Yeah, I finally won it. It is my grail. I've been looking for this for years. And I put it
You
in
found it in a pack, or someone found it in a pack?
No.
That was right?
It was so I put it in the grail thing, right? And somebody jumped in and said, "Hi Nathan," jumped in and said, "Hey man, it's available on eBay right now in a lot." And here's the lot. It was a 3 lot of Eisner.
Oh, that's why it went for so much. There was a 3-book lot.
Yeah. So there's the first one. There's the second one. And the third one is the one I'm looking for. Now, unfortunately, the one that I'm looking for, it does have a big tear on the back. As you can see, big piece of tape on it. But that's okay. The front looks good. So I'm really stoked about that. Yeah, really, really stoked about that.
If you want me to tape that for you, I can, Brian. I got some special tape.
Sounds good, brother.
Just for the older books.
Yeah, yeah. For looks.
How are you gonna display that?
I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall behind me. So that's the plan.
I totally get that. Totally pay up for that museum quality UV blocking glass too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's where if you've got a great print or a great piece of art, like it's so worth investing in having that somebody professionally doing that for you. So
yeah.
Hey, did you guys see my messy potato chips?
What are you talking about?
So Frito-Lay, I think I text you and Aaron and Nate. I had picked up Frito-Lay did an exclusive messy chip bag.
Yeah, the barbecue flavored ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
So have you seen them out there, Aaron?
I haven't gone looking for it.
I picked up a case of them, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So but I haven't seen them, and they're selling on eBay for like $20. Let me see. But I kind of want to eat them, dude.
I want a PSA 10 on a chip.
Let's see. Messy Frito-Lay.
See, Josh is already the munch down on them.
And I put them in the Discord. Dude, there's one guy's has a bag for $40.
Wow.
Let me see if any have sold.
$40
for a bag of chips, bro.
Chips. Well, it's like what? Like when Jordan was on boxes of Wheaties and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I still have a sealed box of that. I mean,
how about
I don't know if
Bruce Jenner?
Oh. Actually, I think my mom has Bruce Jenner's autograph. Like he had swung by at the time at the restaurant my mom was working at.
Yeah, the last bag of chips Aaron sold for $8.98.
What was the buy-in for the bag of chips? Like $3, $4?
Yeah, a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody sold oh, you got to be kidding. Somebody paid $250 for a bag of chips. No, for one bag of chips.
Wow.
200. I guess it was somebody from out of the country.
We're speculating on the wrong stuff now. We got to start speculating on chips now.
Bro,
branded
is,
things.
There is money to be made, man. There is definitely money to be made.
Well, I know like Trey had mentioned in the Discord that like there's like a certain type of bag of candy like for Mike and Ike's or something like that.
Mike and Ike's,
like yeah, like the large bags like actually sell for a decent amount. Like if you can find them, I don't know what the initial cost is. Yeah, the Mike and Ike sours to be specific.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah.
You guys, that's the Discord right there. I added a Discord bot, so anybody that jumps in the Discord, their name will pop up on the bottom of the stream. So,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, it should work. I don't know. People keep jumping in and then popping out. I haven't had anybody jump in and actually try to talk. So, again, let me give an invite link if anybody wants to try and jump in. On the general, this is the general chat link. You just copy and paste it, and it should send you into the link. Just mute yourself when you come in. That way, you can unmute when you want to talk or that type of stuff. So there it is, you guys. Give it a shot. Let me set this here. Pin message. That way you guys can jump in there. And I don't know. There we go. Somebody just jumped in. Brian's Comic Garage just jumped in. So,
what up, Brian?
Can you hear us okay? Let me see
He
if
starts cussing at us. You guys fucking suck.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got to unmute himself and talk, so hopefully it'll unmute him and let him talk. But
Or it might be one of those things again that only YouTube can hear him.
Right.
And then we can't. Yeah. I hope he says long time listener, first time caller.
Hey, is there a Comic-Con this coming week? Do you guys know?
Yeah, isn't there a New Orleans fan expo? Is that going on this weekend or is that next weekend?
No, because I'm off all this week, bro. I don't know what to fucking do, dude.
Yeah, there was someone that was in like one of the Discords that was saying that they were going to. I don't remember who.
I went to. I don't know if you guys have had the chance. I went probably about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. Crescent City Comics.
Yeah,
and man, they had some badass back issues, man. It's they've since remodeled, and it's a different. They have a different space now, but the old space they had was pretty cool. I mean,
is there one coming up in Florida? I don't know if there's one coming up in Florida. Let us know, chat.
Yeah, it was Fan Expo New Orleans is going on this weekend. Houdat posted he got a Clone Wars 1 triple signed by
there you
Ashley.
Go, Brian.
And...
We started to hear something for a second there.
Yeah, no, it's Brian. I just figured I'd try it out for you guys. It's working.
Can you guys hear him?
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I can hear him.
Nice. Hell yeah. Nice.
What's up, Brian's Comic Garage?
MegaCon is in
enjoying the show.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you making sure that our new technology works. So this is pretty badass. I'm enjoying it so far.
So welcome to the podcast.
I'm like Josh. I'm an international guy. I collect foreign comics.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Brian's good people.
Nice.
Dude, this guy can go to like a thrift store and find something for like $1 that's worth like $1,000 like all the time. It's insane.
Nice. So he's the Carter of foreign comics, is what you're telling us.
Oh yeah, I'm the most random stuff.
Oh, just random stuff.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I buy crap at thrift stores and then I resell it for my comics.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I've heard toys, antiques, you name it.
Now, I was just gonna say some of these thrift stores, like they overprice shit that's not worth anything and underprice the good shit. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, what the fuck price guide are these people looking at, man?
What you gotta do is get to know the people that actually put the stuff out.
Yeah, did I ever tell you all the story about so this one comic shop owner I knew, he had a customer that would regularly come into the store, and he would always stop at a thrift shop on the way to the comic shop. And then one day he saw that there was a short box of comics in there and he wanted to buy it. And then the owner of the store was like, oh no, this couple, like they always come in and she always sells his comics and like he always comes back for it and like we just hold it for them. So like we won't sell it. And then he went back like maybe like a month later or something like that. and that box was still sitting there, and he asked about it again, and it ended up picking it up. As he's looking through it, there's every single major Marvel Silver Age key in there.
Nice.
There was like a AF-15, a Journey in the Mystery 83, like just you name it, it was in that box, and he got it for $50.
That's crazy. Yeah, like Brian was messaging me the one day, and he's like talking about like these calculators that he was buying because I didn't know calculators are worth money.
Yeah, TI-84s, graphing calculators and shit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I forget. Yeah.
Which another trick of the trade for thrift stores is bags of Legos. Look to see if they have any minifigs in them. Some of those minifigs go for hundreds of dollars.
I saw
especially the Star Wars ones.
I saw a guy buy the Cloud City playset because it had the Boba Fett from Cloud City in it, and that Boba Fett sells for like $2,000.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What was that helmet you found, Brian?
That was a pickle helmet. I got a World War I Prussian helmet at the thrift store. I paid, I forget, like $8 for it or something like that, and I got $800 for it.
So you immediately took it to your closest museum and sold it to them?
No, I sell on eBay. I just sold a piggy bank for $150 that I got for $3. I find the stupidest stuff, and that's what people buy.
Yeah, man. You can sell anything these days. And you know who taught me that? Again, I bring him up all the time, but my sensei, Jesse James Comics, taught me that all you really need is a phone and a pair of shoes to get to a thrift store, and you can basically sell anything, man. So
no,
it's pretty.
Yeah,
amazing.
I make a few hundred extra dollars a week doing that.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, and then thrift stores have those things where I guess they're called like bin sales or something like that, where you can just like kind of like browse through them, but then you can buy the entire bin like in a auction right there or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, I love that shit, man. We're gonna get really big into that in 2023. If you guys aren't watching On the Radar, the Wednesday night show, that's one of the things that we like to key in on Wednesday night are a lot of those interesting things. We did a really cool little segment about vinyl. I know a lot of us in this community are into vinyl, and it's going to be interesting to continue looking at some of the big vinyl sales and some of the big stuff. If you guys also catch the market report that we do every week, you guys notice that I like to throw on lots of non-comic book stuff on there, and I'm going to be working hopefully in the future moving forward with Ferdbird to do a team up market report. We're going to start trying to get him on to do a market report segment, and we're going to try and figure some cool stuff out. If you guys follow Ferdbird on IG, he's very similar in the stuff that he likes to put up and the stuff that I look for, and I think it would be a really good show, us kind of teaming up on that. So be on the lookout for that. But a lot of interesting stuff, and the Discord really, really gives you a leg up on that stuff also, you guys. I'm really going to be pushing the Discord in the future as a community building thing, you guys. You're going to be able to, at some point we might start, how like CBSI is a web page and they have all this stuff on the web page. Well, all that stuff that they do on the web page, we can basically do on Discord. So what if you could only get the Hot 10 list on Discord and,
or get it before anyone else.
Or get it before anybody else on Discord, Or what if, Josh was doing a, recent pickups of crazy foreign items, a little, write up, and you can only get it on the Discord. That's the type of stuff that we're gonna be pushing and building that community, because not only can you do videos and you can paste little write-ups and stuff on there, we can create rooms and categories of rooms, and I would love to bring over Mighty Mel V to create a category on our Discord for Mighty Mel V so he can do his sales in the Discord. He can post shit. He can utilize the Discord's call-in ability, and we have all these communities together, right? Let's bring over, because a lot of these communities don't utilize Discord, right? And it's kind of weird when you have to jump into all these different Discords. So it'd be nice if our community was kind of all together in one Discord. I don't know if that's going to play out, but we're going to really try to build this Discord into something. So make sure you guys jump on, at least download the app and get used to it. It's very cool. You can use it on your phone. Use it just like a phone. You plug in your headphones in your phone, and you use it just like a phone. You can turn on the camera and utilize the phone camera, or you can use it on your PC too. It has integration on all those things. It's excellent. So be on the lookout for that, and all the cool little things that we're bringing for content creation. Also, one of the things that we're going to do, you guys, is for all the members that sign up for the membership, any of the tiers, you're going to be able to, we're going to have an after show session where after the show, we like to just bullshit, and anybody who stays up just kind of hangs out and bullshits after the show. And anybody who's a member is going to be able to jump into those after show sessions and just hang out and shoot the shit after the shows. So
hang out with me and Aaron until 4 a.m.
Yeah,
as we talk about like the most random stuff and everything, anything and everything.
Yeah.
And because it's not being broadcasted, it's usually like pretty off the wall stuff too.
Yeah. So very interesting stuff, man. All right, FOC. We were talking about FOC. If there was anything cool on FOC, and I like to utilize Third Eye's FOC. So let me go ahead and go find that real quick here. All right.
Brad, pre-show's not that interesting. It's usually just like us just like kind of bullshitting around and then waiting for people to join in. It's honestly more fun after the show.
Yeah, the after show is where it's at.
Yeah,
because it's like stay up that late anymore.
It's because you're working all the time, Andy. That's why.
I gotta stop. Like I'm already kind of getting tired. It's almost 1 a.m.
See, it's always funny. I always flip my hours on the weekend from being on super late night podcasts and stuff like that, and then whenever I go back to work, I'm just like kind of like, oh, this sucks. But yeah.
All right, here's FOC on Third Eye. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this here. I don't like how this is working. This is the other thing that's cool is I like how you can do this. You can just freaking get rid of that stuff. Yeah. There we go. All right. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to go let my dog out in a second here, but let me get this set up for everybody so we can all check out the FOC stuff. All right. That's what I'm
You get a lot more freedom doing this.
Right? All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Here's some FOC stuff. This week's FOC. And the end. I felt like that got pushed back. Let's see here if there's anything else on here. Let me know if you guys see anything that you're interested in. There we go. All right. Archie stuff.
Are you still doing a team up with Bird City?
Yep.
On the FOC?
That's going to be part of the one of the tiers for the membership. You got some David Mack Joker covers here. Batman and the Joker, Deadly Duo number 4, which is interesting right there. And
those are pretty cool.
Yeah, a Catwoman cover and a Batman cover. Let's see here. Batman and the White Knight. Batman Beyond the White Knight number 8, final issue. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Zerdy Batman Legends of Gotham issue. Batman and the Spawn second printing is coming out. How about that? There you go.
Which cover is going to be the winner?
I like this one, man.
Yeah.
I like that one much more. There we go. So there's that. Let's see here. Black tape master. Look at that. Got a Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
homage.
homage.
This is the kind of homage that I'm cool with, right? This is the type of homage that I think is actually pretty cool. I think that's
where it's like true to the actual like album cover that it's homaging, but then it's still like within their own element of the title or and then in this case subtitle. Yeah, it kind of makes it makes a little bit more sense than just like on something completely random, right?
Yeah. Bloodborne Lady Lanterns. Here's a homage, right? That one's not bad.
Is that the trade paperback?
Yeah, for a Calculated Man. Let's see here. There we go. Let's get that going there. A little bit bigger. It's hard to try and find. I'm trying to find the perfect size for all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's tough to figure it out. That's why I'm using everybody tonight as guinea pigs. And we'll figure this as we go.
I got to bail, guys. I love y'all, man.
Hood, I'll talk
y'all
to you later.
Stay golden.
Appreciate you, bro.
Later.
You got it.
8 Billion Genies. Got a bunch of 8 Billion Genies stuff coming out. You got some Flash stuff. Do you guys hear that Ezra Miller is going to be part of the DCU EU going forward?
Why?
Yeah. Yeah, they like Ezra Miller for some reason, which is crazy. Look at this. This is actually a pretty interesting cover. I love Lobos, man. He is amazing. Look at that. That is just beautiful. That is gorgeous. Seeds of Despair one-shot. Wow.
It's hot.
He should be doing Street Fighter covers. Grim Fairy Tales number 69. It's a crazy cover. Here is a Grim Fairy Tales Tristan Thompson cover. Woo. Wow. That's a killer cover right there. Hallowed. There's the Joker cover. Carmine D. Gian Domenico. Josh, how do you say that?
His name?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
There you go.
You guys sound like you're Italian.
Carmine D. Oh boy. Gia
Giandecimo.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Gian Domenico?
Yeah, see, it works. If you just try to say it like you're Italian, boom.
I had a pepperoni pizza for lunch, so I could do it.
Yeah,
nice. I like that Clay Mann cover though, the negative one for the Joker.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah,
yeah, that one's actually pretty good to be honest. I just don't like the green background. If the background was different color, I think it would be better. I understand why they chose it as green, but I thought
if they did purple though, I think that would have been too much.
Yeah.
Like the glove would have like blended in too much of it.
What's going on here? What are you doing? What's going on here? There we go. Wasn't working. Spawn, more Spawn covers. This is actually a decent King Spawn cover right here. It's not bad.
Matina?
Fernandez. Yavi Fernandez. Lazarus Planet. A lot of covers for that. Ooh, this is interesting. Derek Chu. What is this about? What is Lazarus Planet about? Anybody reading that or heard about that?
I have not.
Heroes will be forged. Let's see what this says here. Heroes will be forged, written by Ram V. Brand. A lot of writers. Holy shit! Look at all those writers. All sides of humanity will be transformed by the Lazarus event, and in the DC universe, one thing's for sure: heroes will always rise. In the special, we'll explore some of the amazing new powers gifted to freedom fighters of the future, and we'll see what perils these villain vanquishing virtuosos will face. This sounds cheesy. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. No, thank you. I am cool on that one. All right, let's see what we got here. Mad Magazine. Always love looking at Mad Magazine. Magic the Gathering, number 23, a Mercado cover. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
More Magic the Gathering. Stephanie Hans. Thor hardcover. Nothing really crazy this week. Anybody out there picking anything up? There's all you Tentacle fan lovers. There you go. Nightmare blog.
Shout out to Nick Hart.
Yep. There's that. What else do we got? Phoenix Files. It's interesting. Ooh, Poison Ivy stuff. Look at this Poison Ivy cover. Ooh, I like
Shroom
that.
cover.
I like it. It is a shroom cover, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. That's pretty nice.
Who did that?
That is Jessica Fong.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I haven't had a good mushroom in a while.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this one. That's actually pretty good, Amanda Connor. That's a trade paperback.
Nice.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Quested. Anybody reading Quested? That's a cool looking character, man. Quested number 3. Anybody pick up Quested number 1 and read it? They're homaging my favorite Nintendo game of all time, and it doesn't look good. It looks bad. Radiant Black, Rocketeer, Robin, Sandman Mystery Theater, Sandman Universe Nightmare Country. Ooh. Let's see here. Doesn't look like there's that much.
Oh, there's that static cover. Go back up. The second one.
This one right
They're
here.
supposed to be not that one. Yeah, that one. There's supposed to be an incentive of that, where it's a virgin cover.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I think it's a 1 in 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Never mind.
Look at this. Holy cow, dude. Damn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Woo. Those aren't bad. Not much crazy, nothing crazy.
It's just the start of the year, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't rewind live anymore. What do you mean? YouTube
Ryan.
won't let you remind it?
Ryan, that was me. I just smashed a peanut butter sandwich.
Hellboy. Yeah, nothing really that great, but very interesting stuff. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to be definitely doing the FOC picks for now on. We'll do it every Wednesday. Those will be part of the Bird City McClay's Picks box. So be on the lookout for those. All right, you guys got any pickups?
Oh, I do have some stuff.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Nobody's ready? All right, I'll
Yeah,
go.
I was
hold
eating
on.
chips a minute ago, and then I decided to make myself a peanut butter sandwich.
I'm excited. I got my stuff ready if nobody else is, because
All right.
I know what Brian likes to do on Saturday nights.
All right, you're up, brother.
I'm super stoked and extremely tired by now that I grabbed the wrong damn books too. All right, for your viewing pleasure, there are two second prints of Darth Vader #4 and CGC 98. Just recently, I picked up a first print and a second print off of eBay at auction for like one was like $30 and the other one was like $40. Second appearance of Dr. Aphra. Really excited to add those to the long-term Aphra collection because I can't stop buying Aphra books, especially with anybody that collects Star Wars books knows that the color rub situation on the back by the staples is almost always like there or prevalent on a lot of books, so they're hard to get in 9.8. So to basically get 2 9.8s for just at or just over the cost of grading means I don't have to hunt for the books. I don't have to pay $10 or $15 or $20 at a convention and then another $30 to grade them. So, like, I saved myself a ton of time and a ton of money. I was really excited for that. But also, what's sitting here, McClay, is a CGC box full of graded comic books that I've been procrastinating on, and I've been procrastinating on because I finally have the idea. I finally came up with it. Everything that's been going on in the comic book community with drama and a lot of other stuff, I'm making a commitment to the year of 2023, and the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. And every time we do a live unboxing on my YouTube channel, we're going to give away a graded slab. And you guys know I don't send off trash books. They're really cool modern Star Wars stuff. I love them. Other cool modern Star Wars stuff or other modern stuff. I'm tired already. But like, I'm going to be completing that CGC registry collection for the Punisher run that I'm going to be doing. So that I've been doing for quite some time. So there's going to be that. I'm just excited to basically start giving away a bunch of graded comic books. And this, I think, next Saturday. I think we're going to open this one up next Saturday. It's still sealed. I'm kind of trying to time it in a way that when we open up this one, the next one is back in a couple of weeks in February, so on and so forth. I'm trying to time it so that a minimum of 12 boxes are getting opened up for the year, and I'm hoping to double that and do 2 a month.
Nice.
I'm excited for that, though. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I love doing blind CGC unboxings.
Nice. All right, Josh, you up?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can go. So I picked up Justice Society of America #1. This was a Peach Momoko. Hold on, let me turn my light off.
Actually, that light looks really good, bro. You should turn it back on. It makes your camera look better.
Turn it back on?
Yeah, and then just hold your book to the side. The other way. There you go. Not totally to the side, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to get rid of the...
There you go, right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Peach Momoko, that was a Power Girl. I thought, or not Peach Momoko, Rose Bash. My bad, Rose Bash.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, that looks like extremely different for.
Yeah.
Marvel. Wait,
I got the first Chainsaw Man.
Ooh,
nice.
I keep seeing that pop up everywhere. I should watch that.
Yeah,
so
it's on Hulu.
Picked that up, and then oh no. Oh, here it is. I got this in the mail the other day. This is the first Death Note from Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah, so picked that up.
Badass.
You're just picking up all the iconic books, huh? All iconic animes.
I thought that this was his first magazine appearance, but I was bamboozled, and it's wrong. But it might be one of his rarest magazine appearances. So this is NME from
England.
the UK, yeah, and this is from 1999, and it's I mean, this thing's like freaking huge, man.
Yeah.
So it was an
I used to have a
early Eminem
subscription.
cover.
I used to have a subscription to that, and it cost me so much money. But that's such a great magazine, man.
And then I picked up I don't know, a lot of these sheets from Sports Illustrated Kids,
Uh-huh.
like a bunch, because they have it was Otani's rookie
Shohei.
year.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he's on there. So I picked up a bunch of those because someone posted a link that they were fairly cheap. Let's see, what else did I oh yeah, I forgot about this. So I took a gamble on this. This is Cientos de Brujas. This was the Journey into Mystery First Loki, and I took a chance on this because it was listed on eBay as a reprint. And we all know what happened last time a book was listed as a reprint. But it is a reprint, but it's still signed by Helmsworth and Hiddleston.
Wow.
So the SIGs are legit. It's just the book is a reprint of the original Mexican book. So still cool. Still got it for, I feel like, what's way cheaper than what they autograph stuff for nowadays. And then I guess to show off another foreign, I got this back from CGC. I had leg press this. This is Miracle Man #1, and it came back as a 9.0, but this is the UK edition.
Ooh, very cool.
Which
That's
has
cool.
Yeah, so you can tell by the backs if it's slabbed. I mean, that's the easiest way to tell is the backs are different. But supposedly there was only about like 1,600 of these that were printed in the UK compared to like the crazy print run in the US. And I think that's pretty much it.
Nice. By the way, dude, killer upgrade on your camera, bro. Everything looks great, dude. Excellent.
Yeah, dude, I love this Elgato camera.
Yeah. Good job, brother. Good job. All right, Yi, you're up.
All right, cool. All right. I'll start off with some comics I picked up. I went to a shop right before this. I always pick up these Solid Blood 17s.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's that random issue that like there's no other issues for it. So yeah, so I always pick that up. I saw this book was on the Hot 10. And for $12, I was like kind of like that's an easy buy.
Sell it.
Yeah, that's the plan because it's like what, selling for 30 or 40 bucks or something like that.
Sucker up, man.
Isn't 30 a bunch of first appearances though?
Yeah, so I mean, but it's Star Wars first appearances. Like people will care about it for 2 weeks, and then it'll dip down in price again. So if I want to pick it back up, I could probably pick it back up for cheaper than when I sold it for. So, Something is Killing the Children. They said that this is a big variant on the back, so it says it's cover 7. So I don't know if it's an incentive or anything like that. I probably should look up more into it. I'm looking forward to reading this Trojan. It's an AWA book, and then this is the call cover.
Ooh, okay.
Shout out to Ultra because I didn't realize that for Marauders they were doing a 141 homage, so I picked up a copy for myself and for my brother.
Nice.
And then I'm looking forward to reading this. Behold Behemoth, #1. And is this the book that was supposed to be like the Something is Killing the Children homage?
I thought
is
so.
that this?
Yeah.
Is it that title or is it a different one? I don't know, but they had the second print as well, and the one per store. So
nice.
Yeah, and then so a couple weeks ago, y'all remember me breaking the Bowman Chrome and sending those cards to SGC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
SGC. I've already got the cards back from creating.
What?
Yeah. So like,
dang.
Jeremy Pena, just the base card, 9.5. This is the one I was stoked about. So the out of 99 green refractor that hit a 10.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. So
Gorgeous.
Whose palms did you grease to get them back so fast?
Dude, they had 10-day turnaround time, 5 to 10-day turnaround time.
Another
They got
10?
so they got the cards on the 28th or something like that. So like that Wednesday before New Year's, and then I had it in hand Friday, this past Friday. So the 6th, January 6th. CJ Abrams that hit a 10. The Cal Raw
Beautiful.
that hit a
Nice.
10. Let's see who else. Wander Franco 9.5.
SGCs look
Spencer
good, man.
Torkelson,
I don't know why I like
9.5.
them now. They don't look
What,
bad.
the SGC?
Yeah.
C slabs?
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the corners on them.
Yeah, I like the case within itself. They definitely improved the label from what it used to be. And then I think because of like what the mantle cell, I think they've gained a lot more respect.
Well, they've always been the slab to pick if you're buying if you're grading vintage, always.
Yeah. Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, and for modern stuff, you can pick up stuff from them for cheap. They didn't upcharge for the autographs either
Nice.
for grading, so those were all like $9 a card.
Nice.
I didn't get back my Henry Davis in time to send it out. I probably did, but I just was like, I don't need to send more cards to grade. This hit a 9.5. The Adrian Sugasi. And then I'll show the last auto. Or no, this is just a CJ or O'Neal Cruz insert.
Nice.
Hit a 9.5. So, and then the rest of are first. So I'll probably save those for like when they get called up and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. I have. This is we talked about this earlier. One of the greatest gifts I've ever received from my boy Easy Yee. This is a reproduction cigarette pack with the old tobacco baseball cards in them, and it's just fascinating. The way they make these, and I don't even know if I want to open it, man, because it's so cool. But let me show you guys how cool this is. So you can open it up, and it even.
Yeah, you can open it from the bottom.
Yeah,
where you don't break the seal and stuff like that.
And it's got the seal on it, like the old tobacco seal. And when you open it and you pull that up, it opens the package. It's how the old seals work. But dude, this is so cool, and it's actually got a card in it, you guys. It's got a card in it. It's got cigarettes in it, right?
So it has like a blank spot for where the cigarettes would be, so they don't put actual cigarettes in there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But they the cool thing about that, they aged the paper too.
Yeah. And it's got a Honus Wagner in it, right?
Yeah, correct. It has a reproduction of the Honus Wagner T06, 206 card.
Yeah, dude, this is so cool. So very, very cool. And he gave me 2 Topps Chrome packs of Bundesliga? No, Champions League. So we're going to open those right now. Let's see what we get.
Sweet.
Love opening wax. Let's see here. Luka Modric. Next we have a Danny Olmo. Man, these cards look nice. They look really nice.
Yeah, they've really been stepping up their game for soccer cards and stuff like that. Yeah.
Alejandro Baldi. He's a rookie, which is nice.
Nice.
And last card is... Ooh, that Baldi's a green. Is that a green? I can't tell. Is it? That's crazy.
They need to keep stepping up their game with soccer cards, because look at us with foreign comic books. How many people across the world would buy into these top soccer cards if they keep killing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they have distribution in the UK and everything. So
do they really?
mm-hmm.
Man, these are beautiful. Final pack. We've got a Pepe rookie.
Is it Pepe Silva?
It's just
Pepe.
Pepe. He's a rookie though, right?
Yeah. We've got a Serge Grabene. And we have a Wave. Man, these are beautiful, dude. We got a Wave refractor of Daniel Maldini.
Oh wow,
Oh, that looks dope.
And then a Romelu Lukaku. Dude, these look so nice.
Nice. I'm glad you hit one of the rare waves, because I think like Stein had bought a couple packs for me, and then I ended up throwing him an extra pack, and then he hit one, and then I sent you and Hood each 2 packs, and I was like, okay, so one of them is probably gonna hit a rare wave out
These
of
are
that.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
Gorgeous, man. Love them. So very, very cool. Very thoughtful gift, man. I appreciate you for all that you do, and thank you, man, for the gift. It was really, really cool. Gifts like this, you guys, these thoughtful gifts like this, they mean a lot. And if you ever want to impress somebody, get them a really thoughtful gift. It's very, very cool. So
yeah, I figured you'd be like one of the people to like really appreciate it. So
yeah, it's badass, bro. Badass. So very, very cool, you guys. Yeah, so be on the lookout, you guys. Sign up on the Discord. Sign up on the membership opportunities that will be coming next week. So we're going to bust out the membership, the ability to buy the membership tiers. So next week we'll have that. And then also next Saturday, we will be sharing the McClay packs in honor of the Stein packs. So we'll do that based on the membership thing. And those will be available for purchase on the IG account. So make sure you're following me at Brian McClay on IG. Make sure you guys go check out Comic Man Andy's page. You have a new video up where you, what do you got going on there? You're talking about, I seen you biting plastic and stuff. And
well, it's just with everything going on in the community with a lot of the drama, it's like I just want to do something that's not drama related that celebrates the community, which means the video, if you go and check out that right now, it's the most recent video posted. It's 30 or 40 seconds long. All it is me saying for every CBC box that I unbox live on my channel, I'm giving away a graded comic book. Whether I can do 12 or 24 in a year, I don't know. I'm trying. I've got 12 boxes scheduled for an entire year. So all of 2023 is celebrating the comic book community, and we're going to be giving away graded books for the whole year.
Super cool, man. Very, very cool.
Tired of the drama, tired of the hate, tired of the the grown adults doing crazy stuff that doesn't. It's just let's have some fun with comic books.
Yeah. And if you guys have any advice for how you guys want the layout of the channel to be, the layout of our shows, let me know. I'll take your guys' advice on how you guys want the overlays to be. If you guys want anything specific that you want to see on the screen, that type of stuff. We're gonna change all this up, and we're gonna continue to play with it until we have something we really, really like, and it's gonna be very, very cool. So appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight, and we'll see you soon.